I got beef with Netflix, okay? I have been thinking about this for a whole year, pacing up and down my room for an entire year, getting angry at every random second for the whole year, just thinking about how Netflix cancels really good shows or shows who shows that they have potential and they just drop it. What about us viewers? What about us who enjoyed watching this show and cannot? I'm so angry. I need to chill out. I can't even do an intro. You've seen the title, you know what I'm going to talk about, so there's no introduction, okay? I just need to ramble. Last year, I watched an amazing show from Jim Henson's productions. The baddies who created Labyrinth, and honestly that's kind of all I ever watched from Jim Henson. Maybe I got into the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance. I watched both seasons in just a week. Binged watched the entire thing in just a week. So I'm sitting here enjoying the show. I'm like, wow, this is great. OMG, there's so much of practical effects. The world looks great. The characters are awesome. The story is engaging. I care about everybody. I cannot wait to see what season 3 has. So when the show ended, when it reached the final episode of season 2, I go on my phone. I took notice of the date on Netflix. It said 2019. I'm like, oh, it's 2021. Maybe because, they're doing something extremely epic for the next season. So this is why it's taken a lot of time to make. So I get on my phone, tap in. When is the next season of Dark Crystal? It's canceled. Why? Why did Netflix cancel? Why? So I do a little bit more research. Like, why? Like, I did all of this last year, so I can't remember what I found. What I saw, like, confused my mind. I'm here like, hold on a second. Wait a minute. This show won you awards? It won you awards and you canceled it? Why? Why? What was the reason? Was people not watching it? That's a lie because I saw there's a fandom. I can see it on Tumblr, on Pinterest. There are photos. People are making OCs. People are cosplaying as the characters. So there is a fandom for this show. Sorry, I had to chill out. At the same time, I did look why they canceled the show, but I still don't forgive them for doing it. So the show was too expensive to make. It's too expensive. Oh, so what? Those other stupid reality shows that no one watches, or I can't say no one watches because they do. Everyone watches these stupid reality shows. But I who don't watch reality shows, who enjoys fantasy series. I love fantasy. I'm a girly who just adores fantasy as a whole. I adore fantasy shows. I know these things are expensive. Period dramas, fantasy shows, they're expensive. Dark but the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance was so good. It won you awards. What do you mean you're not gonna take a risk and ain't The Witcher too expensive, huh? And it's still going on, I think. Ain't some other show expensive and y'all still have it going running? Why is this canceled? The Dark Crystal Age of Resistance. It is. What's gonna happen to my girl Deethra? Is she forever going to be stuck in this dark form that she consumed in the last season? Whoa, 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 whoa. Is Skeksis gonna come back? Are they gone forever? Are they... What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? I was already writing in my head, oh my gosh, maybe in season three, all of the gelflings who was taken by this crystal, they will come back or something. And I was like, oh my goodness, if all the gelfling that got consumed by this crystal come back, Rian, he had a girl in the beginning and his girl died. What happens if she comes back? But Rian, he now has feelings for Deethra. What will happen? Will there be drama? Because I was hoping for some drama. I was gonna be like, oh, you know what? Might as well just write a fan fiction. If they're not gonna give it to me, I'm gonna write a fan fiction. I'm gonna make my own season three, okay? Since you cannot give me season three, I have to make it myself. You selfish, selfish company, taking away such good things from us. For one, I really love the show because it's unique, okay? There's a lot of fantasy out there, okay? There's a lot of fantasy genre. And I cannot deny that a lot of them looks the same. All of them takes place in this medieval place. Everyone everyone just looks the same. It looks the same. If you put some of them side by side, they all look the same. There's no really any distinction. So here comes the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance. They're using puppets. That's awesome. How often do you see shows using puppets that isn't child friendly? I mean, that isn't strictly child oriented, you know? Not a lot. There isn't many. So of course I'm like, this is epic. They're using a different medium. The characters look great. The whole world looks great. The storyline is great. I'm just gonna remind y'all, this show is great. Go and watch it right now. Open your Netflix right now. Hack into somebody else's account right now to go and watch the show, and you know what I'm talking about. Why I'm saying it's so good. It's so unique. Maybe the storyline has been done already, okay? It's not like the most unique story, but the fact is it's done well. You can have an unoriginal storyline and do it well. I'm a girly who likes to watch shows years later, whether when it's the show when the show when the show has concluded, I like to go ahead and watch it. So well, not all shows, because there's some shows that has way too many seasons and that's like off-putting. Some shows need to know when to stop. So obviously, there's a lot of shows that I got into later on. You know, Stranger Things. Literally last year, I've watched the entire up to season, all the way up to the latest season. The only shows that I watched as it's coming out is The Witcher and The Sandman. I'm go- Where is The Sandman? I love The Sandman. When is the second season coming out? Don't tell me that's gonna be canceled. This. I don't want to. Do I have to look up and be sad that The Sandman might not never get a season two? Bro, I found out. I'm so angry. This whole video is just gonna be me being angry that a bunch of good shows are being canceled. How dare you, Netflix? Cancel Shadow and Bone. I discovered that yesterday through a meme, not even through a news article, through a meme that they canceled. Why? Why? Such a good show. Why? Why can't this fantasy girly eat? I am starving for a fantasy show. Actually, there's one that's kept me fed and I'm waiting for it to come out, but it's on a different streaming platform. So I better hope that they don't cancel it. I need to chill out. So they cancel Shadow and Bone. What? What? It's too expensive. So many there's so many shows that they're just canceling left and right without uh, like for some shows I was like, okay, I can wait for the other season because well, COVID hit. Understandable. Then there was the writer strike. Understandable. I'm not gonna be rushing these people when they need to get paid well for the shows that they create for us to consume, okay? I'm not gonna rush them on it, but how dare you cancel them? How dare you take away these people? These people, you can tell for some shows that they put passion, time, thought, whatever it is, to whatever magic that they have in their hands to create these good shows, whether it be movies, TV shows, whatever. They put so much time and thought into it. Then these big old nasty greedy companies comes in and like, we're gonna cancel it. Why? Because it's too expensive. Oh, well, duh, it's gonna be expensive. You like every time I open up my Instagram or Tumblr, is people complaining that Netflix is just canceling shows left and right. And I'm like, yeah, I agree. What's gonna happen? I have some shows that I want to watch too. Again, The Sandman. I'm waiting for the second season, and I'm over here like, what if they cancel it? If I search right now and said that is not going to be greenlit for a second season, I'm gonna cry. So there's other shows that people were like complaining that was just canceled too soon. There was First Kill. A lot of girlies were like, why? I haven't seen it, but I heard it was good. Maybe I might see it sometime around. Again, I'm a girly who's always late to trends. If something is popping this year, I'm gonna go hop on the boat like 5 years later, sometimes even more. Just recently, I've watched American Horror Story. Season one is great. I liked season one. Season two is a snooze fest. Ugh. That's besides the point. We ain't talking about no stupid American Horror Story and its very boring storyline of season two. I'm talking about why Netflix canceling good shows, especially Age of Resistance. They can get rid of Too Hot to Handle. No one cares. Everyone has Love Island to watch. They don't need Too Hot to Handle. This is why I don't watch TV shows so often, right? Because if I end up really loving it, just obsessed, if I'm obsessed with it and the show is canceled, I'm gonna be mad for the rest of my life. Okay? Teen Titans, the original series, never got finished. It was canceled. Guess what happened? I'm still mad to this day that we have no idea what's gonna happen next. I don't know if these companies are using like it's too expensive or it's not bringing enough viewers into their platform excuse for them to just make something cheap and bad. Like Netflix, come on. Your movies aren't always the best. Some are just entertaining to watch, but they aren't always the best. And then you got your original series who are great, and you're just like, we're going to cancel that. Aren't you tired of canceling? Don't you want money? Do you know who brings money? Fandoms, okay? If you had just leave your shows, build a fandom, you might. I'm not no business person. You might make some good some sort of income through it, okay? Dark Crystal Age of Resistance, you could have made some bank from that, all right? I would gladly but buy a I would gladly buy a plushie of a girlfling. I would gladly buy whatever plushie is in that show. I would buy posters, stickers. I would buy so many. If all you have to do is continue making the show. I'm begging you, please, who is ever watching this video, please go watch the show. And I don't know, spam Netflix to bring it back. I'm tired. I just want to eat. I just want to watch good things, and they're taking it away from us. This video is definitely all over the place. My what I'm saying was probably incomprehensible. Most of the things didn't make sense. I went on a bunch of rambles, but hey, when you have no one else to complain about a show that only you watched and enjoy and is very mad about because they refuse to renew it, a YouTube video will be great to do, right? For all of you who stuck around, leave a like, subscribe for more ranty videos like this that might come in the future. And please comment down below what shows that you're angry about that Netflix has canceled. I sure know there's going to be a list. Give me a whole list. I do not care. You could spam my comments. Just tell me what show that could be good for me to watch. And then I can be mad with you that they took it away from us. Okay? Bye.